Incheon International Airport, which used to be just a temporary stopover for shining world celebrities from South Korea's entertainment industry, suddenly became a field of thrilling tension on an unusual afternoon. At that time, the Seoul sky was overcast, but what really blurred the eyes of many eyes was not the clouds, but the shocking news that quickly circulated on various social media. BTS's Jungkook was intercepted by airport officials. Yes, Jungkook, the golden mean, the megastar, intercepted, blocked, examined intensively. And the whole incident happened in just seconds that left millions of his fans around the world holding their breath. Who would have thought? A moment that was supposed to be full of excitement. Jungkook was known to be going abroad to attend a special event that was kept secret by the agency, turned into a big surprise. Airport security approached him with a serious face, an expression that is not uncommon to see when a celebrity with a global reputation crosses the departure terminal. The seconds were captured in various camera angles of fans' phones waiting behind the dividing line, waiting for a wave of the hand or a small smile from him. But what they get is a sight that almost makes them cry. What exactly happened? Is Jungkook in danger? Is this part of the political scenario? Are there secret accusations? Is HYB covering something up? The atmosphere at the airport was immediate. The normally friendly, smiling staff were suddenly busy coordinating, communicating with walkie-talkies, and blocking reporters from approaching. Jungkook, who seemed calm at first, looked a little awkward. His face still showed the typical calmness of an idol who was used to the spotlight, but there was a faint wrinkle on his forehead that couldn't be hidden. Is that an emergency? Or is it annoyance? Even more surprising, the officers didn't just stop him, they directed him to a special room. An examination room that is usually used for additional procedures, not for international stars of Jungkook's class. Shortly thereafter, two HYB staffers came to the scene with tense faces, and that's when the public realized that this was no ordinary incident. Why should Jungkook be intercepted? Is there something hidden in his bag? Is it about documents? Is there a mistaken identity? Or is it part of a conspiracy? This incident reminded the public of various past incidents in which Korean celebrities were subjected to sudden treatment in public places, which later proved to have sensitive reasons, from tax scandals to legal protection. But this is Jungkook, a figure that even the president of South Korea once boasted of as a national asset. So when this news spread, not only fans panicked, even the international media began to highlight this incident. Within minutes, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and even Reddit were filled with the hashtags #JungkookDiceGad, #SaveJungkook, and #WhatHappenedToJK. Armies from all corners of the world united in one feeling: anxiety. They demanded an explanation. They want clarification. They want to know, is their idol okay? But at that time, the silence on the part of HYB actually strengthened the wild theories that began to develop. Some anonymous accounts spread the narrative that Jungkook might be carrying items he shouldn't have. Some suspect that this is the result of sabotage on the part of those who envy his popularity and influence. Even further, some attribute it to long-standing rumors of internal tensions in HYB and a covert agenda to hamper Jungkook's movements. Individually, one netizen with an account called @TruthSeeker K-pop uploaded a blurry photo showing someone suspected of being an immigration officer, showing Jungkook a piece of paperwork. Is that a prohibition letter? Or a warning? Why does Jungkook's face look so tense in the portrait? At the same time, the issue also arises that before leaving, Jungkook had received a mysterious letter sent to the HYB building. The unsent letter was said to contain a warning to Jungkook to cancel his trip. The letter is now referred to as a black letter and is the subject of heated speculation on fan forums. Do airport officials know the contents of the letter? Or do they follow up on the warning that is written there? Shortly thereafter, a former HYB staffer who declined to be named spoke out through alternative media. In his interview, he stated that since last year, Jungkook has shown a strong desire to break away from full control of the agency. He wants to chart his own path, taking decisions on his own personal projects, including a grand plan for what is touted as JK Empire, a cross-country business and entertainment venture that will make him an independent figure. According to this source, Jungkook's move did not fully receive internal support. Jungkook is too big to handle right now. and many in the industry are not ready to lose control of it. He said, "Is this intercept related to an attempt to silence, blocking, or simply humiliate?" As if that wasn't enough, reports also emerged that some of Jungkook's personal documents, including diplomatic passports allegedly given as a form of respect from friendly countries, were also in the process of being re-verified. What does all this mean? When Jungkook finally came out of the examination room after almost 45 minutes, his face looked pale. No smiles, no waves. He walked quickly, flanked by two staff, towards the departure gate. But fans who had time to see from a distance said one thing that shook. His eyes looked teary. Is she crying? Are those moments in space emotionally stressful? Later, a fan uploaded a short video with cryptically captured background noise. In the video, a male voice is heard saying, "I just wanted to leave. I didn't do anything wrong." Many believe it was Jungkook's own voice. If that's true, then it's not just a matter of ordinary interception. This is an emotional insult to the most respected and beloved figure of this generation. And like an explosion, it all coalesced into embers that burned the timeline. An online petition urging HYB to issue a formal statement has been signed more than 2 million times within 12 hours. Armies from Japan, Indonesia, the United States, Brazil, and many other countries shouted in one voice, "We want to know the truth. Don't shut up." But that silence is what silences deeper. Because until the time this article was written, HYB had not given an official statement explaining the real reason Jungkook was intercepted. They released only a brief statement. "We will review and coordinate with relevant parties to ensure the comfort and safety of our artists." Too cold a statement for too big an incident. And now the world is waiting. Will Jungkook talk? Will there be a surprise confession? Is this the beginning of something greater, either liberation or exile? In the history of Korean entertainment, there are not many who can match the influence of a Jungkook. He is the face of a generation, the voice of hope, and the symbol of dreams. So when such a figure is stopped for no apparent reason, the world feels a loss of confidence, not only to the system, but also to the truth itself. Jungkook himself, in his last interview, once said, "When people treat me not as a human being, but just as a product, that's where I start to question everything." Those words are now echoing back, bandaging the collective wounds left by this airport incident. The low-key sentence still echoes painfully in the ears of anyone who hears the short recording from the airport check-in room. The figure who had been considered a hero by millions of young people from various parts of the world suddenly turned into an ordinary man who was shaken by events out of control.